How are you everyone? Today we are going to discuss about the thermodynamics. So in thermodynamics today our topic will be the law of thermodynamics. So here comes the zeroth law of thermodynamics. If a system A is in thermal equilibrium with system C and system B is also in thermal equilibrium with system C, then A and B are also in thermal equilibrium. Suppose that we have three equilibrium and we have which is named as A system, B system and C system. And if suppose that we place the C system in middle and A and B system with its adjacent side, so you can say that the temperature of all the three systems will be the same. Or there is also the another statement for this law, which states that two objects that are in thermal equilibrium with the third one are in thermal equilibrium with each other. And now here comes the first law of thermodynamics. So its first statement is energy of an isolated system remains constant. In the term of energy we can say this is the first law of thermodynamics. You can also say in mechanical that it is not possible to construct a perpetual motion machine which can work endlessly without the expenditure of energy. Such a machine is known as perpetual machine of the first kind. Now the third statement, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, although it can be changed from one form to another. Here, all the above statements are equivalent to the principle of conservation of energy. These statements point out that energy of a system will remain constant if that is left undisturbed. If, on the other hand, the system interacts with the surrounding, then its energy may change, but there will be equal and opposite change in the energy of the surrounding. Since work is the form of energy, it is not possible for a machine to keep on doing work indefinitely. As soon as its own energy is exhausted, it will require a source of energy to continue the doing work. The first law of thermodynamics, this law is don't possess the theoretical proof, while this law, the zeroth law, is the experimental proof. In 1905, Einstein also showed that energy and mass are interconvertible, and the equation which he gave is known as Einstein equation, which is E equal mc square. This means that if mass is destroyed, then energy is produced. C is the velocity of the light. This is not a contradiction, since mass can also be considered as the form of energy. And now, man, here comes the second law of thermodynamics. It states that the entropy of an isolated system tends to increase and reaches a maximum. This implies that the most stable state of an isolated system is the state of maximum entropy. You can also say that it is impossible to transfer heat from a cold body to hotter body without doing some work. This was postulated by the Sir Clausius. According to Kelvin, it is not possible to take heat from a source and convert all of it into work by a cyclic process without losing some of it to a cold reservoir. Here in this statement, the source is always known as heat reservoir. The second law of thermodynamics has been used to calculate changes in various physical and chemical processes. However, the absolute value of entropy have so far remained uncalculable. And now here comes the third law of thermodynamics. It states that the entropy of a system at absolute zero is a well-defined constant. This is because a system at zero temperature exists in its ground state, so that its entropy is determined only by the degeneracy of the ground states. Once there also came a scientist whose name was Carnot, and he gave a statement which is known as Carnot statement. These are four statements, and he was the one who described the Carnot cycle, which follows the rule of thermodynamics. So Carnot cycle is the number one example for the laws of thermodynamics. Thank you.